People online expressing change in their sleeping patterns during this pandemic. This can be a real nightmare and is considered bad for one's long-term health. According to research, the average adult needs between 7 to 9 hours sleep daily. Robert Verseput, the chief pharmacist at MG Health, joins us now via Skype to share methods you can try out to get enough quality slumber. Very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us, Robert. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Sabir. Thank you very much.
Take us through some implications of not getting enough sleep. I mean, how does sleep deprivation affect me in the long term?
So sleep deprivation has been a well-studied subject, and it turns out that a lot of depression occurs from sleep deprivation. Also, your immune system takes quite a hammering when you don't sleep well. So when you sleep at night and you get a good 7 to 9 hours sleep with good REM sleep, your body repairs itself, and certainly your immunity becomes a lot stronger. And that's obviously very important right now with COVID going around. You also find with lack of sleep, there's lots of mood swings occur the following day, and your decision-making process is not quite clear. So basically, just general poor health if you're not getting a good night's sleep. It's critical to get a good night's sleep.
And what throws you off getting enough sleep, Robert? What are some of the common causes of not sleeping well?
So there are two categories there. One is just bad lifestyle causes that. The other is physiological conditions. So clearly, if there are physiological conditions, you need to see your doctor and you need to get some sleep therapy. But common things that we can try to improve sleep is not drinking caffeine or coffee after 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, because that increases your metabolism and stops you going into a deep sleep. Preventing excessive use of alcohol, because what happens with alcohol, it makes you go to sleep quite quickly, but you wake up at about 2 or 3 in the morning as your body's metabolism increases in order to metabolize the alcohol, and then you can't sleep the rest of the day. Also, if you're taking naps during the day, try not to take long naps, no more than 10 or 20 minutes, because your body then, you'll battle to fall asleep, in the evening. There are also other effects such as anxiety, and what we're finding with this whole lockdown story at the moment, it's quite interesting. Introvert people are quite enjoying the lockdown, a lot of them, and people who are extroverted, who like to have the social interaction, are finding it quite anxious, staying at home and not seeing their mates and socializing. And that anxiety can also affect your sleep patterns and stop you falling into a deep sleep.
Robert, does it really matter which time of day am I sleeping, or what counts is the fact that I've slept for about 8 to 9 hours? Because I would imagine that some people work night shifts, they work during the night and sleep during the day. Does it really matter?
So we are geared to sleep at night. Darkness triggers certain hormones in the brain that make us want to sleep. So if you're working night shift, you can adapt to it, but then it's very important to keep to a steady habit and a steady pattern that your body can get used to. Also, what's very important is to understand the importance of REM sleep, rapid eye movement. And what that is it only happens when you've been asleep for several hours, and it's a very, very deep sleep, and it's when your body actually repairs itself. If you're sleeping only 1 to 2 hours at a time and then waking up for whatever reason it might be, your body doesn't go into that deep repair sleep, and you never have that refreshing feeling when you wake up. So it's critical whenever you do sleep to get that 7 to 9 hours sleep and to try and keep a consistent pattern to help that.
So for those who haven't had enough sleep and, still insist on working, and they take energy drinks, they take copious amounts of coffee, would you recommend that?
No, definitely not. So your body is in a cycle, and you do need to have that sleep. And energy drinks, if it's in the morning, it's okay, because you tend to metabolize it and work it off by the time you go to bed. So that's okay. But certainly not after 2-3 in the afternoon if you intend to sleep well that night.
So when would you advise someone to see a doctor? When is it a sleeping disorder, and what are some of the symptoms that show that off?
So I think the first thing you need to do is look at your lifestyle and your habits and see if there's anything that's been mentioned here that you're doing that could be affecting the sleep. If it's not, and you've cut out your coffee, you're not particularly anxious, you're not drinking excessive alcohol, and you're not on any medicines that are well known to affect your sleep, then you want to see your doctor because there could be some underlying condition that's causing that. In fact, if you're ever in any doubt, you should go through your medical doctor and let them just check it out and see what the reason is. It could be a symptom of something far deeper that can be sorted out if it's caught early.
And just a quick one, Robert, does food play any role in our sleeping patterns? I mean, we all know that we need to eat hours before bedtime, but can that be disruptive, though?
I think it's different for different people, Certainly, I don't have a problem eating late and falling asleep. There is a theory that red meat can cause a disrupted sleep, but that's not well researched. Yeah, a lot of red meat. But in general, yes, you want to eat about 2 hours before bed because it will increase your metabolism slightly, and you want to get that digestive system working before you try and get some rest. So in general, 2 hours before. Also, exercise is another thing we can chat about. So exercise is best in the morning, up to about 2 o'clock as well. After that, you're starting to put your body into a non-rest mode where your muscles, the blood has gone to your muscles and you're not relaxed.
Okay.
So really try and avoid a lot of exercise up to before 2 or 3 in the afternoon. You can exercise after that. Try and relax.
Okay. Point taken, Rob. Point taken. Thank you so much for your time. Hey. All right, we just spoke to Robert Verseput, the Chief Pharmacist at MG Health, on the effects of the lockdown on daily routine as it relates to lifestyle behavioral factors such as sleep or the deprivation of sleep. It is 8:43. We take